And hello, we're live on YouTube and Facebook. Good afternoon. My name is Jim Miller, and this is Unlocking Personal Leadership Live. Today is Thursday, and we're talking about generational wealth. And I just got off this incredible call, Zoom call, with the Ken Walls and his GrOwLive Academy, and my fellow Academy members were there. And Ken had on a friend of his, a gentleman named Jim Keys. And Jim Keys, I'll show you here in a minute, he's got an amazing background. He just wrote a book that I want to tell you about. And the question that I came back with, and the takeaway from that call for me was impactful and inspiring. And I want to share that with you today. So that's what the call is going to be about. So join me. Come on in and have a seat. Pick up an adult beverage if you want, and let's chat. Let's have some fun. So I want to talk about this call that I had the privilege of participating in and being on. And it's what an amazing journey we're on, and being able to, and the people that we have in our midst that we can learn from and react to and have engagement with through this technology that we've got. I would never have the opportunity to do these things without this. So it's just an amazing thing. And if you're not taking advantage of that, well, you're missing out. So let me share with you a little bit about what I saw today. I'm going to pull up Ken's site. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this. I think it is here. Yeah, there we go. So this is Ken Walls on the left, and he's the gentleman behind Breakthrough Walls. And kind of get the gist there, kid. Breakthrough Walls, Ken Walls, boom, and he's got, I think, the number 10 in the world ranked podcast that he does, and he brings on tons of guests. And I participate in this because I've was involved with another program, and they introduced me to Ken, and he invited me to join their Breakthrough Wall or their GrOwLive Academy, which I did. So I'm doing that, and I'm learning how to do these lives. And part of that is being able to kind of kibitz and learn from people like Ken and Jim Keys. And Jim Keys is, I don't think you can read it here, but he was the CEO of Blockbuster. And most of you, if you're over 30, know Blockbuster was. And then 7-Eleven, he was CEO there. And so very successful man, had an incredible life. And I strongly suggest, if you want to learn more about Jim Keys, listen to Ken Walls, Breakthrough Walls. Go to Breakthrough Walls on YouTube with Ken Walls and check out this interview. It's really, really good, and you'll love it. And you'll get addicted to the rest of Ken's interviews. He interviews all kinds of people that from all walks of life, successful or simple, and just amazing insights and learning and training that you can get from listening in. And it's fun. Ken's really insightful. He's got a lot of humor, and he's just fun to listen to. He's a little quirky sometimes, and I love that. So it's just fun. So what I learned from this interview with Jim Keys, one of the things he talks about, he just wrote a book. Let me pull that up. He's got this book that he wrote called Education is Freedom, and they're putting up a huge promotion of it right now. And I'm just learning about all this stuff, so I don't really know all of the ins and outs, and I'll have to learn more, and I can come back and share that with you if you're interested. But it's Education is Freedom. The future is in your hands. And from that interview today was, wow, we have so much power in our hands through education. We have so many tools, so many opportunities to learn. And if you're not taking advantage of that, shame on you. It's that if you're not successful, and if I don't feel like I'm successful and I'm not gaining the wealth that I want, it's nobody's fault but mine. And that was my big takeaway here. It's incredible. He says, let's see, in the book, it talks about democracy across the world is at risk. With the polarization of today's society, the foundational right to freedom of speech is now being challenged from all sides. The truth is under siege, and misinformation and hostility have replaced critical thinking and civil discourse. Our freedom of self-determination has a prerequisite of informed electorate, have an informed electorate. If that electorate is armed with false information or is influenced by outside forces, their actions and reactions can put democracy in jeopardy. Today, more than ever, we must turn to the education, knowledge, and wisdom of each individual to discern right from wrong, truth from fiction, and success from failure. If learning is the key to success, then how can humanity advance in its own case or its own cause? Our forefathers recognized that an educated populace was the very foundation of democracy. Education is freedom. It's a self-help guide for humanity that allows us to individually and collectively understand the roadmap to freedom. Wow. So education is freedom. This book is taking off. You got to get your copy. You got to read it now. This is very topical information, and it has a lot to do with you and your ability to understand what's going on to acquire wealth in the future in the world. So recommend that be a very high on your list of get the book and read it now for you and building your generational wealth. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to go grab my copy and get to reading and understanding. So that was I think that's going to be my thought for the day. And so generational wealth is all about understanding your vision, knowing where you want to go, understanding the price you're going to have to pay, being you in that process, being confident, eliminating fear, busting through that fear, walking confidently and with courage into the unknown and with your vision in place and make that happen. That's really where we're going to. So arm yourself with great information, surround yourself with amazing like-minded people, and have fun. Enjoy the process of life, and you'll do just fine. So that's my thought for the day. Enjoy it. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.